All right, let's talk about our forecast around here.
Yeah.
And look at that pretty picture.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sunset tonight at 5:57, 3 minutes before 6 o'clock. They're getting later.
Getting later, getting longer
Getting
days.
later.
I like
Yeah,
it.
Yes,
it's
very nice.
getting that time of year at least. We have a gorgeous sunset still. You can see twilight still ongoing. Those high clouds are really setting the stage to reflect some of that light back, and you can see how beautiful that is. The reds and oranges, which meet the eye better when the sun is closer to the horizon. Tomorrow, though, beautiful day. We're going to see sunshine, some clouds. Look how warm it is in the mountains. Temperatures in the 50s to near 60, upper 60s to near 70 in the Unifor region, northwest Piedmont and the foothills. As you head down to the Piedmont, the southern Piedmont Metrolina, low 70s tomorrow. Feels like April out there. Low 70s as you go down into the upstate and then heading out towards the Sandhills on 74. We're certainly going to see a very mild Wednesday forecast. Now, temperatures are warm. We've got some clouds, but the rain is still off to the west. We've had 4 consecutive days without rain, which ties with 2 other stretches of weather where we've had 4 dry days this year. It's been hard to get 4 straight dry days. Tomorrow will be day 5, and Thursday likely could be 6. But big changes today. You can see this afternoon we hit 66. That was a 33-degree jump from the morning low of 33 with heavy frost everywhere. So we call it a diurnal swing in temperature, and that is a huge jump from morning to day. Really warm temperatures. You can see that jump down in the low 30s and then boom, shot up into the 60s this afternoon. So it was a very mild day. More warm air tomorrow with enough sunshine. I certainly think we'll hit 70 tomorrow, but if we have full sun at any point like today, could jump into the mid 70s. Here comes the cold front Friday. This will definitely knock an edge off the temperatures. Not a lot of rain though. That's going to be really scattered for Thursday into Friday. The heavier rain is going to be off to the east going into the weekend. And the weekend's a very interesting setup. We're going to have a low pressure system form on the coast. At the same time, an upper low is going to pass right over us. That could set the stage for some really chilly rains, and at higher elevations, this would be cold enough because this is a pocket of cold air up around 7, 8, 10,000 feet that there will be snow up there. So that snow will melt on the way down, but it's going to make it to the higher elevations as snow, as wet snow likely, and then down in the lower elevations, a cold rain. So this could be a pretty good snow event for the mountains before it warms back up next week. It seems like every weekend we're getting a blast of winter just for a day or two. See Friday's front, not that much rain. Look what happens this weekend. Low pressure forms on the coast. This is the upper low, which is passing off to the coast. It becomes one big low pressure system as that cold air wraps around, and that sets the stage for a quick blast of snow for the North Carolina mountains. You can actually see the higher elevations. There's the Smokies, Roan Mountain, Mount Mitchell, Beach Sugar Mountain, Mount Rogers heading up into southwestern Virginia, eastern Kentucky. So you get the idea. If the higher up you are, the better chance you got to see some really good wet snow this weekend. As far as rain is concerned, that coastal low will keep most of the heavy rain off to the east over the next 7 days, but we are going to see the wet pattern return after this stretch of dry weather. So while temperatures have been warm lately, that we've been dry, we'll be back to warm weather next week, but here comes the rain chances again. We'll start with the Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Look how warm it is tomorrow and Thursday. Temperatures well into the 70s. By the weekend, that's a cool down, but that's near average. So average feels cool with all this warm weather. And then next week, right back into the mid and upper 60s. Pretty mild stretch of weather as we go through the next 10 days.